PlayStation 4 gaming footage that I have been so basically it's still more likely around 4 hours, I guess, at maximum. So hopefully if I try to finish it early, I can try to start another project, which is basically going to be just an Animoji motivation, perhaps, which I tried to do a live stream of the Animoji directly into YouTube, but I'm not sure whether it will be easy or not in terms of setting up the OBS, on cropping the desktop or a portion of the screen, and also combine it with the green screen as well in order to make it a little bit better, I guess. I'm not sure. Even though, yeah, I think if I try to do it using a mobile application, it is also not possible because for some reason the mobile application is also not able to capture or to crop on this certain point of screen of your phone. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. Maybe because it's pretty hard, and basically the screen of the phone is definitely limited, and maybe the feature that basically available on the library of the application is also limited. So that's the reason why there are fairly limitation between what you can do on mobile rather than the PC. That's the reason why if I try to choose between the computer, a real computer, or a mobile phone, I definitely still try to choose the computer, because computer can do many productivity that basically the phone can really do. They were basically in a pretty similar price right now if you talk about the same kind of qualities that try to be provided. So yeah, because if you talk about the phone, and the cheap phone is pretty much has the same feature like the expensive phone, while the cheap laptop, it seems to be not really capable on doing many productive things, rather than one that basically more expensive, especially when it comes to the exclusive operating system, like one that basically become a fan made, perhaps, not sure. So yeah, basically this was pretty long video. It's around 53 minutes and it's only running 3 minutes, and I'm not sure whether what I used to record on the Nintendo Switch is actually the exact same thing, or basically when I try to play it again on the Nintendo Switch, I'm actually trying to stream directly into Twitch, so that's the reason why this is actually the first Animoji that I try to create. But yeah, if we talk about the Resident Evil 4, it is actually kinda repetitive, even though yeah, it was only a very short video, only 14 minutes, but yeah, it seems to be pretty repetitive because yeah, I just wanted to test this during that time. And yeah, since the Resident Evil 4 is actually the physical cartridge version of the Nintendo Switch, so the Resident Evil is only, it's not the digital version which you can redeem from the Resident Evil triple pack during the purchase of the Nintendo Switch. So that's the reason why I decided to record it on the Zoom, just in case that the physical cartridge no longer works. But yeah, since during that time I've already recorded Resident Evil 4, 5 and 6 on the PlayStation 4, which I already purchased quite a while before, even though yeah, it is still decided not to complete this game. Even when I tried to play this game on the PC for the first time, it is actually pretty lag, because I used to NVIDIA 9500 GT, which is not really capable to play Resident Evil 5 because it's probably have a similar graphic intense, like GTA 4 perhaps, I'm not sure. Because it can still be played,
Captain
but
Deshant
it's
here.
not
We've
really
secured the underground route to the
That's the reason
coordinates.
why when I tried to download GTA 4 on my old gaming PC right now, which is basically the i3 Ivy Bridge, so it's basically much better. So because yeah, basically if you try to compare the GTA 4 and GTA 5, it is basically
Should have seen it coming. It didn't take long after the fall of the Umbrella Corporation for their bioweapons to end up in the hands of terrorists. A new era of bioterrorism descended upon vulnerable countries, shifting the balance of power throughout the region.
That's the reason why.
People in the destabilized areas soon feared another incident like Raccoon City was inevitable. As panic spread, governments of the world turned to the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, which formed the anti-terrorism unit BSAA. Operatives of the BSAA were sent to infiltrate and neutralize bioterrorist hotspots, restoring safety and stability to various regions around the globe.
Animated series, just like Leon, I guess. Even though Leon is, if you talk about the physical appearance of Leon, it's pretty much still like an anime.
Chris Redfield.
Just like
your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield.
Try to represent
it's an honor.
Female characters.
Just Chris, thanks.
So maybe
you'll be accompanying me to the destination?
Yes. Tensions are running high ever since the change in government.
Final Fantasy characters.
Intel says it's a haven for terrorists now.
And I'm not going to be happy to see in America.
I don't really know because I never played
That's why I'm your
Final
partner.
Fantasy, but I used to know.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
I used to download as one of my first background picture that I tried to download from the internet when I'm still in kindergarten, perhaps. Not sure.
You okay?
So,
yeah, sorry.
This is already the fifth installment of Resident Evil, so yeah, they try to do.
Casualties continue to mount over the long years of struggle.
People.
More and more, I find myself wondering, it's all worth fighting for. Maybe one day, I'll find out.
Which is pretty much very different. Like many of the
You don't have to get touched.
previous location.
Let's go.
Even though, yes,
there is one thing I do know.
Not to include
I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see it through.
Which is pretty sad. And I just don't get it why they're trying to create some checkpoints, but for some reason the outbreak seems to be already loose outside the checkpoint, perhaps. I'm not sure.
This is Kirk. Chris, Sheva, can you read me?
Chris here. Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
This black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be.
It's pretty cool if they try to create kind of open world games. Because yeah, we never really see open world games in Africa. Maybe the place that basically not so popular. Maybe it's pretty much like a Far Cry, I'm not sure. Or even Just Cause. So yeah, we talk about the HDMI video capture. It's still not really look that smooth. Maybe I used to basically record the Resident Evil 5 review on the PC game as well. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't really see that much differences. And yeah, since we didn't have any guns yet, so obviously they will not try to attack us yet. Because if they try to attack us, then Yeah, definitely it will be pretty weird. Looks so not so realistic after all. I just don't get it why it's just so barbaric. So pretty much they try to do that kind of barbaric rather than just a code that was already tried to be explained before in the Resident Evil 4. So yeah, just want to talk anymore because I'm still had a lot of things to do after this, so probably I will try to do the Mafia 3 after this, which is basically already done before, and I just don't understand why I tried to do it twice for Mafia 3, even though it was actually from the same console, obviously. Even though I already tried to bought it on Steam as well for quite a long time ago, because yeah, Mafia 3 is not really expensive, and yeah, maybe because they're still considered a failed game as well, because it has a lot of bugs inside the game, just like the Just Cause 4, which even used to be retracked or pulled out from the stores. I just don't get it why. Because even when I tried to play it on the PlayStation 4, it was crash for some reason. I just couldn't get it, even though I used to have some similar crash with other games, and I quite forgot what kind of games it was. Maybe it was related with the physical condition of the Blu-ray disc, I'm not sure. But yeah, besides, the reason why I tried to do the Resident Evil 5 first is because this is actually the shortest video that I currently had right now, which is 53 minutes. It's still a pretty long video, because after this, for the Mafia 3, it was around 56 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, and then I will try to continue the Resident Evil 6, which is around 1 hour and 7 minutes. Then the last one is actually the Mafia 2, which is the 1 hour and 70 minutes. So yeah, that's the reason why probably I need more than 4 hours, I guess. So hopefully I can really make it, because for some reason it's pretty exhausting to create Animoji for this kind of right over again. So basically I'm still able to have some free time tomorrow, but yeah, if I try to do that, then
you'll find your weapons in the case there. Take whatever you think you'll need.
Will be started on next week, even though I most likely didn't have long free time again.
Take your weapons already. So, Alpha Team isn't going to wait around forever.
It will need to be set up outside of my free time. So in order, when I finally got the free times, I can
you'll find your weapon.
Stream it. Because yeah, if you talk about the streaming, I'm also trying to make it as simple as possible.
Destination coordinates.
Town squares up ahead. Go through there. Alpha Team's waiting at the deal location.
Make it
good.
Too long as well.
What do you know about Ouroboros?
Didn't
Mostly just rumors.
Any of my
Something about
stories,
visions of a doomsday project.
still technically
Doomsday sounds about right. Apparently, it is
when
no
I try to
rumor.
watch a video
You're kidding,
that
right?
have a very
You must find the man
time,
named
especially when
Perfect.
it comes to the
It is
streaming.
our only lead.
Because yeah, it's just pure unedited content.
And be careful out
Full
there.
of unnecessary things. So this guy is, I just don't understand. It seems to be not have the courage enough to accompany, but he eventually died on the several of the next scenes, killed by the genie, which is pretty weird. Even though he was trying to come back into the safer place, but yeah, it seems to be the outbreak probably already spread into the safer place as well. Not sure. So I basically
Remember, we're a team.
meeting.
Whatever happens, we stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold
this
my own.
video will be finished in around 37 minutes, so I still have 3 minutes gap. So after that, I'm not sure whether I will immediately create the Mafia 3 or not. But yeah, I definitely need to do it as early as possible, just in case, to prevent any kind of unnecessary interruption, which is pretty annoying for some reason.
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
Obviously, if I try to compare between the graphic quality in the Nintendo Switch and also in the PlayStation 4, it seems to be pretty similar, maybe because this part of this game is not a remaster, so it's just a direct port from the previous generation of console, which is the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, or even PC era, into the newer generation of console. Because yeah, when every time they try to remake the Resident Evil, they really try to do it very clearly. Just like when they try to
Are you okay?
which will be released in the near future, sure. Because yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is already seems to be released, because when I try to see the Epic Game Store, it seems to be already buy now, so no longer pre-purchase. So probably it's already released. That's the reason why several times before some popular YouTubers already reviewed.
They didn't move like any zombies I've
Or
ever seen.
even just some common YouTuber is already complete the games, which has 3 different kind of endings. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Probably it was not gonna be very long games, or didn't have many secrets, I'm not sure. Because yeah, it's still pretty much expensive, just like the Need for Speed Unbound.
We should keep
That's the
moving.
reason why
They'll
I'm
find us
still
soon.
not buy it yet.
Come on,
Especially when
okay.
Need for Speed Unbound is also not released on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, but Hogwarts Legacy should be released on the PlayStation 4 as well, just like when they tried to do on the Saints Row. No, Saints Row is not really a successful game, successful remake, so that's the reason why the price is pretty fast to be dropped.
Not a chance of fighting them from there.
So basically, you don't need to fight all of these
Come in,
people.
Kirk.
The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have any contingency plans for this situation, do we, Kirk?
Roger on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean?
As well.
Was HQ expecting this?
You grab it.
Okay.
Because later, not long after this, we will get ambush as well, which we cannot escape anymore. Because we will need to fight the Magini, I guess, which can only be killed using granite, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I actually really hate those kind of enemy which are hard to be killed. Just like when I just recently tried to do the Cayo Perico haze on Grand Theft Auto Online, which is basically I don't really do many preparation before. So
you grab it.
Roger.
Most likely the strategy that I try to do with the haze is actually just going into the front door. So, and also I do it on solo, so that's the reason why it's just so impossible, because if it will always trigger the alarm, and some of the guy that basically using ballistic armor perhaps and miniguns will trying to kill us. And yeah, it was definitely much harder to kill rather than the previous ULP mission, which basically didn't pay well, which we need to fight some sort of robots with miniguns, with also ballistic armor, but for some reason, maybe because it's not a human, so that's the reason why it's pretty easy to kill.
You grab it.
Okay.
I'm still using a minigun during that time, because right
You
now
grab
my
it.
minigun is already out of ammo, because I only tried to bought the minigun using the gun fan, which is basically bypass the level requirement that we can use to buy a minigun. So I'm still basically half of the level that's required to buy the minigun. So I'm not sure whether I will try to do the haze with different strategy or try to invite some other players which basically may use some cheats to complete the mission, because yesterday I'm also tried to do the prison break haze using with some random players, which one of them which which seems to be always joining my session is using a mod menu or a cheat which basically can teleport anywhere. But yeah, I just don't get it because of their cheat, or it is actually just the bug from the roster itself. For some reason, when I try to continue the last set of the prison break case, suddenly
You don't know what you're talking about! You can all go to hell!
so it seems to be like restarting from the beginning again, which is pretty weird. So yeah, this guy is just eventually captured and tried to be executed in public by the Magini, which is kind of like the guy with the miniguns. Yeah, then it was already executed, cannot be safe. Because yeah, probably I not tried to save it because it seems to be noticed, but later it will still be noticed, which is pretty much a shame. It should be noticed way before the execution instead. So this is pretty hard. I'm not sure whether I'm actually die this time or not. Because yeah, definitely we cannot come back into the previous place. So I have to use the M1 1911 and 1911 just not sure. So later we'll have some helicopter backup that will try to kill, to help us escape from this place, which is basically the first time.
Kurt, come in. The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
Roger that. Just sit tight. I'm on my way.
Did you hear that, Sheva? Help's on the way.
Got it. Just hope he gets here quick.
Yeah, there seems to be the Magini has already come into the place for some reason. And yeah, I only tried to shoot it with the handgun, even though it's can only stun him. So yeah, this Magini also exists on Resident Evil movie, which is pretty scary. Because yeah, this seems to be shown as a jump scare. So yeah, it's not a regular jump scare. Just his body's definitely big. Yeah, and right now I already run out of ammunition. If not, the Magini is not yet killed. So I just don't know how to basically kill this guy. There's still so many. Man, I was basically dying or not yet. I'm still able to be recovered by others. So the partner is now the one that basically die. There's still some. Basically, I don't need to do all of this killing, so basically I just need to escape instead, but yeah, that's the biggest thing that I always try to kill, and this place will always reappear. Unless we are trying to escape, so it's pretty dumb. And then I finally die.
What's wrong?
So yeah,
Careful,
and then
they may
try to
still be
escape
here.
into the next act, probably. I'm not sure. Because yeah, this was a beautiful girl. That's pretty shame that it become a zombie too. And I just don't get it why there is beautiful girls in Africa, which is pretty weird. Look at it. It was a big monsters. It was kind of like the boss. Yeah. It's pretty annoying. So it's probably already the second act, even though it's still basically in the similar places. So these beautiful girls is already turned into monsters. Basically can only be killed using shotgun to be easily, but the handgun still unable if you try to do it over and over again. So what exactly did I try to talk about before? Not sure.
We've lost contact with Alpha Team. They're under attack by an unidentified hostile.
Maybe because I'm just trying to talk about the stream that I want to do. But yeah, even for the Twitch streams that I tried to do previously.
Take it.
For the stream. So right now, even though I'm trying to play it pretty often, Grand Theft Auto Online, but I try to not stream it into the Twitch that often because I basically only try to do it once. Because yeah, for some reason, even though I'm already able to do the stream directly on the Dream Gadget due to the sufficient internet connection or the sufficient upload speed. But yeah, I'm still pretty lazy to do that for some reason. Maybe just like when I try not to do that, when I really pretty often to play the Test Drive Unlimited using at the first time that
You grab it.
Okay.
Bought my dream steering wheel, which is the Logitech G25. It's some cool setup, which I only need to pay for around $200, which is I never really see the same price again until now. Yeah, I'm really thankful to those guy that I was meeting, because yeah, maybe it's already my destiny to finally able to buy it, because yeah, right now when there is some cheap steering wheel, it's very fast to be sold for some reason. So yeah, for some reason, when it was used to be bought, before I can finally have some money, when I try to come back into the work after focusing on my college, so for some reason it's still not sold. So when I tried to communicate with the seller, and he said it's still available, so I just directly come into a different city. So basically a common city that I like to do during the long weekend. So yeah, it's not really far, but in order to carry those things into different cities, it's a little bit effort, because yeah, it's really wastes most of the space in the cars, especially when you are trying to use a city car to brought all of the setup, the gaming rig, and also the steering wheel, obviously. So yeah, during that time I tried not to stream. Yeah, maybe because I just don't want to waste internet connection on my second house, because it's not only me that obviously try to use those internet connections. So that's the reason why I only try to play it offline until a certain point that I probably already complete several times of the games. And yeah, and then I try to finally stream at least once. So yeah, even though right now I already tried to play it on my Dream Gadget for those games, which I wanted to do it from the beginning again. But yeah, for some reason the trainer seems to be not working properly, because I just don't get it. Maybe because the numpad or the setup that basically, or the trainer that's basically needs some number pad are always not working on the Dream Gadget for some reason, which I'm still not know how to overcome it. Maybe because I'm currently set up
He's dressed like a one-man
Dream
army.
Gadget
His wounds weren't made by
a
bullets.
mouse for the gamepad for the emulation of the gamepad into the mouse.
Take it!
Keyboard,
Roger.
probably, I'm not sure. Because yeah, if I try to switch into the regular gamepad, I will not able to do that, especially for the games that not support secondary controller to play the games. That's the reason why it's when I try to connect external gamepad, it's always detected as a secondary controller, which is pretty annoying. So that's the reason why I try to switch the gamepad into mouse and keyboard mode in order to support the external gamepad. So yeah, that's pretty much the annoying things, which I'm still not know the solution.
What happened in here?
So there seems to be the guy with the helicopter is also killed. But yeah, they seems to be not turning into zombies for some reason.
Hey, who did this?
Just killed by the guy.
Something attacked us.
By the people
Irving.
in Africa, perhaps, I'm not sure.
You got away. It was a setup. A setup?
Maybe they were basically killed by the monster.
This.
And
That
final
guardian
boss
deal.
that we are actually will face on this
Computer.
final act.
Oh, we gotta get a seat.
Aria.
Hey. Hey, hang in there.
I saw someone, but they ran away.
Still 15 minutes, and I already feel like
Kurt, do you copy?
I'm creating this kind of
We
energy.
got the data, but Alpha
So
team is
yeah,
down.
definitely
Irving
need
got
to take
away.
a rest, perhaps, in order before starting
Related
Mafia
data from the
3,
vehicle
or
at
I
the
can
storage
basically
facility.
do it directly because
Copy that.
Mafia 3 is not really interesting as well in terms of the story, so it feels like pretty much repetitive.
I don't like the looks of this,
Even
but we have to keep moving.
Yeah, if you talk about the Mafia 3, since The Godfather didn't have a sequel to the games, so for some reason, that's the only games that try to represent Mafia world into the games. But yeah, sadly, it was not really good. And I'm not sure whether in the future the GTA Online tried to make an expansion or DLC to Mafia, because it used to be a Mafia guns in the GTA 5, but yeah, it's not really well implemented as a mission. Because if you talk about the expansion of GTA Online right now, they are trying to come back into a drug wars or something that's basically common to GTA 5 story, after they already tried to do a mission that's basically pretty weird, like the Doomsday Heist, perhaps. Not sure. So this will be the monster that will come up from above after we are trying to unlock or get the keys to the doors. This is actually the place that we need to kill him. So if you talk about the Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 4, definitely it's way scarier in Resident Evil 4 because Resident Evil 4 we didn't have any partners, so for some reason any kind of jump scare enemies will basically can be tolerated if there is a partner that's
You grab it.
Okay.
us. So there will be some unnecessary or annoying things in the Resident Evil 5 as well, which basically still need to press a button quite fast in order to escape. So every time you're failed, press the button fast enough, and you will basically die immediately with your partners, obviously. And yeah, it definitely needs to. It really makes me restart over and over again, which is pretty annoying. But luckily, the checkpoint seems to be pretty much supports. If you're not really able to finish the hard mission of the games, unlike the Cayo Perico Haze, it's also trying to support that kind of thing, but yeah, it's still definitely
Think that's what got Alpha
possible to fight many enemies, including the one that has the ballistic armor and miniguns. That's pretty much annoying. So of course, these bosses cannot be killed with the guns, so it can only be burned for some reason. The mission is also try to trap us as well, and I'm mistakenly wrong carrying monsters. But I'm not sure whether I'm actually fast enough to turn. And I'm actually not fast enough to turn on the oven. Which is pretty annoying, so it's basically useless. So it's still 9 minutes remaining, and I actually need to drop one more bottle, perhaps, or actually it's not really needed. So it seems to be disappear for some reason. I just don't get it. And then it was appear again. I'm not fast enough again. Yeah, I'm definitely not fast enough. Because maybe I need to knock over this bottle first. Yeah, definitely times because the bottle that basically appear, it seems to be carried by the monsters. And am I finally able? Not really. The third time is still not succeed yet, and even the bottle that used to be carried is also already not carried. So yeah, that's pretty much. So how can I finally kill these monsters? And it's just really annoying.
Sheva.
Just not get it why it can be commanded by the partner for some reason. Do I need to sacrifice myself? Obviously, it's just not possible. Try to do it. For some reason, this bottle of gas seems to be not enough to be burned as well, so maybe it's just an empty bottle. Man, it's pretty annoying. Am I gonna die or not? It seems to be pretty critical. I have a good condition. So right now the monster is already. And then I have mistakenly die again, so I cannot go into the place. Obviously, this guy cannot be killed with a knife. It's basically possible. That's weird. I think it's possible. Because probably I already pretty know it. These things cannot be burned. Because I think at the time that I try to play it again on Nintendo Switch, it seems to be pretty easy. So at the time that I already figured out this thing is just will not be able to be killed. So maybe we need to stun this monster inside the open first. So yeah, that is actually the way it seems to be trying to escape. Yeah, it seems to be not able to escape right now. So for some reason, every kind of monsters can only be killed with fire or explosion. Just like The Last of Us tried to. Last of Us movie tried to command the generals to bomb all over the city, including the people inside it.
thing
because
that's
there
responsible
will
for
be
sending
no
out
vaccine and medicine, perhaps, because the spread of the virus or anything that basically from the mushroom will be very fast, perhaps the worst. So this is actually the final boss, obviously, so there will be no more. There will be no more enemies, and it's actually going into the second act, which is pretty much in the docks.
You grab it.
Okay.
So it may probably a little bit not scary, but yeah, it's still definitely pretty annoying because the next boss is not even the final mission of the act first. But it's already pretty hard to kill with just the people with the chainsaw. And yeah, obviously it will only be available on my stream. Because it's going to be waste a lot of my storage if I try to continue over again. Yeah, for some reason, the Jill Valentine Great Wish with the bird from the Dark Ages mass seems to be monitoring.
Got it.
What was that thing?
BOW that scumbag Irving left behind to set us up. Considering what it did to Alpha Team, I think we're lucky to still be breathing.
If only we could have gotten there sooner.
If we had, we'd probably be dead too.
So you get it, why they didn't send more people, because
Chris,
the
to HQ,
Resident
do you
Evil
copy?
6, which is
This is HQ.
not, it's not even not that scary like the Resident
This whole
Evil
town's
5
gone to
or
hell.
Resident Evil
The people
4.
here, they're acting like there's
They're not
Ganado
even
detailed in the Kennedy report.
several
And
groups
aside from that, there's something new, something we've never encountered before.
Our transportation has been taken out too.
Kind of characters
Requesting a
that
mission
are
update.
still trying to be keep with the partner and also some like the other ones.
On the other side of the train station.
Wait, we're the only two left. You want us to go in there alone?
Delta team have been dispatched and are on their way. They'll assist you in locating and apprehending Irving.
But wait, we
I
can't!
repeat, your mission stands. We can't afford to let him get away.
It seems to be they are not picking up.
This is insane!
We help them.
Feeling you're expendable.
Yeah, so this is already the end of this video. So yeah, that's all.